Welcome back to the AO Hooters podcast, episode 24.
24, that's
right,
crazy.
bro? We're putting the numbers up there now.
Yeah,
We're up there with the big dogs, like, you know, what's his name?
No,
Not his
Joe
name.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, that guy. We basically have
yeah.
the same, you know, everything.
Yeah. It's crazy how much like podcasts make nowadays. Just
Money?
in general, yeah.
Right, dude?
It seems
like
podcasts are
coming
the way
from
to go.
personal experience, I can relate. Like,
Yeah.
dude, this podcast just makes vast sums of material wealth.
Well, at the very least, it costs less than the main channel does.
Bro.
And I guess that depends on your niche for your main channel, but
Yeah.
but ours tends to.
When
to
you don't
cost
have a
lot.
niche, it tends to spend a lot of
Right,
money.
and it's not even like it is a lot of money for us. It is. There's no getting around it. It's just a good chunk of money.
How much money did we spend on frozen pizzas yesterday?
I don't know, man. Too much.
I think we spent like $50, $60 on frozen pizzas.
I mean, especially
yesterday.
after my card got stolen, like every hit, I'm just like, yeah, that sucks.
Bro, you had something that you were really excited to tell me about before the pod started. So tell me.
Oh, yeah. So I was watching TikTok as
Okay.
we've started with like 15 of these episodes, right? And I saw this video of somebody. It intrigued me because I've always wanted to do this. It's this plane. It's a one-seater plane, and it's got this big wing on the top. And I think it like flaps around, but it's very, very small, and it's only one person, and it seems to be actually like affordable, like cheaper than a car. And I think their main point of it, and it's kind of funny how they named it. The company's called Aerolite, and they called it the Aerolite 103. And
That's like
it's-
Apple calling the iPhone the Apple 17.
yeah, but it's kind of funny because it's the exact poundage and the exact like size to be under the specifications for being a license and registration.
Yeah. So you don't need a license.
So you don't need any training. You don't need any registration. You just need your friend with a launchway, like what is it called? A runway.
Runway?
Yeah.
Dude, how much are they? Are they
So-
retail? Like, can you buy them like
Yeah, so I think it's funny because I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace,
as you do?
and I look it up, and there's people just selling them on
What
Facebook
you
Marketplace.
mean?
So I saw if you want to buy it new, the whole kit, they don't sell it like pre-made, but if you want to buy the whole kit of the stuff, it's $34,000. You can buy it all on their website, all in one spot, $34K, which is like
34K?
cheaper than a lot of the cars
Are we
out there
talking
nowadays.
USD or what are we talking? What's the range on this thing?
So, I think it's like 50 something miles. I know.
That's not bad.
Yeah, stall speed's like, I think as long as you're
What's
going
that?
above 20 miles an hour and below like 50 miles an hour, you shouldn't stall, as in lose momentum and start going
So
downwards.
you can go like 45 in that thing?
It's
not
like
bad.
a 45's cruise speed.
Yeah.
And you can just go up.
Bro,
and, yeah.
Wait, so I'm curious how legalities work in like public airspace, you know what I mean? Because I have this vision in my head of driving on the highway and then looking in my sunroof and just seeing some dude flying a plane
Yeah.
like right above me.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do you think that's illegal?
So it's funny because it's not considered a plane. It's not a plane.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's the funny part. It's like drones are more strict than that airplane is. Like you can fly a drone in less places you can than that.
How would they
that
pull
plane.
you over, bro?
Yeah, right.
What are they gonna
I mean, like
do?
my question is, can you get a DUI in that thing? Like
That's
genuinely.
Is it illegal?
Yeah, but I think other than riding in controlled airspaces, like above airports, you know what I mean? Which you can see them; they're all public. You can,
Yeah.
But other than that, I think you should be good.
Bro, if all right, audience, listen to me very carefully. Here's the plan. You're gonna share this video with all of your friends. Make this podcast go super to the moon. We're gonna get a sponsorship from, you know, some like really like freaking shady area. They're gonna pay us a ton of money just to sell you guys the worst product ever. Like it's gonna like terrible. And then we're gonna make exactly $34,000 from that. And then we can buy this plane and do a video where we're flying right above somebody in a highway. That's my dream, bro. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And I want to do it exactly like the guy on TikTok. If you look up on TikTok, if you look up Aerolite 103, you'll see that guy, and he never has his shoes on. He has his dogs out, like always, and he's spread eagling. Like, he'll, like, kick his legs out outside of the vehicle and, like, kick his like.
I've
And if
seen
you look
it.
up Aerolite 103, you'll just see toes when it pops up, and you'll know, oh, that's the guy. I'm gonna do exactly like that guy, no shoes.
Bro, I want that to happen so bad.
It's so cool because it's like the bottom of it is clear too.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying.
Dude,
Nah, not terrifying. I'd get used to it.
come on.
I mean, I looked up
How much
crashes.
money you
of
got
them,
in your
too.
life saving
Yeah.
crashes?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm?
I mean, I could probably sell my car and buy it, right? Maybe
we sell both of our cars,
sold
we
our
could buy
cars.
one.
And then we wouldn't need to drive anywhere. Dude, imagine pulling
what
up
I'm saying.
Yeah, imagine. Oh
Imagine
my God.
pulling up to college. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like on the top of the building. It's not illegal.
Yeah. Sorry I'm late, guys. I had to park the plane. You could finally use wind as an
Is there a
excuse.
runway around here, dude? Could
Yeah.
I freaking... Because I gotta go.
Exactly.
No traffic.
But like, dude, imagine pulling up to like your girlfriend's house in a plane
Picking
taking
her
to
up,
a restaurant.
and her house is here.
I
and you're
would
just,
pull up to every single function in the plane.
That's what I'm
Every
saying,
single function out there.
no matter how far
That'd be
away
awesome,
it is.
yeah.
Could be right down the
Yeah.
street.
I'm pulling up to church in a plane for sure. Just to
Yeah.
flex it.
Imagine seeing a plane in a parking spot, bro. Like, and then just like, that's so much cooler than like a Lamborghini.
It still takes up less space than some of the trucks out there that park in like sideways. You know?
Bro, oh my
Some
goodness.
of those pickup truck drivers are just, well, I don't know. I don't want to say the stereotype is true, but some of this, like a lot of the pickup truck drivers I see out there fit the stereotype of them. For example, you know, like they always have such bright lights. I don't know if you
Bright?
notice that too.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's squatted, and they'll have those LED lights on the bottom.
Mhm.
And I actually don't hate the car. Like I don't hate the art. You know, like I respect the art. I don't prefer it. I don't know about you. Like, would you do something like that?
You're gonna teach us about the art. What you mean? Like the painting they have on it?
Like I mean the build, like the LED lights under.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I wouldn't do it. But I can,
Really?
you know, I can respect it just like you, but I wouldn't do it.
You know, it's crazy to me that's legal. Actually, it's not crazy per se, but I don't know. It's tough. Like the rear lights. Have you seen the rear? Like it's not the rear lights as in your two red stoplights like normal ones, but I mean on a truck, like above the bed in the middle. It's a really, really bright light so that they can use their cameras
like
in the
a light
darkness.
bar?
Yeah, and I see a lot of people that actually use that on the roads.
Yeah.
And it's
I had a
right.
friend who had that on the road, and he just got pulled over and told to shut it off.
Oh, okay.
And he still
really?
got it in his car, but
So it's
he
not
just
allowed
doesn't turn it on.
to. It seems like.
Yeah.
It seems like I know it's illegal, but it's kind of like normalized. Like, do you think it should? I guess if it's
Like
illegal,
going
on the
10
road-
over the
yeah.
speed limit?
I was gonna ask you if it should be illegal, but if it is, then
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he's in that specific scenario in this state. He got told to turn it off.
yeah, I always thought it was one of the things where like for example, in this state, if you're not wearing a seatbelt, it is illegal, but they can't pull you over for it. So
Actually?
yeah, so
Shoot.
if they pull you over for speeding and you don't have a seatbelt, that's an extra what's it called? Charge, exactly. But if they see you wearing a seatbelt and you're going the speed limit and they don't have any reason, they won't pull you over. Sometimes they'll have an excuse to pull you over, even if it's not true, just because they can still charge you because they're like, oh, I see you now.
Yeah, and I mean, most people go, well, listen, I would never, ever. Like, I just want to make that clear for the record. But most people who aren't me go slightly over the speed limit just like recreationally, you know?
Really? I'm just I'm just
But
kidding.
I wouldn't do it, me
Yeah.
personally.
Like people I know. Go over the speed
I don't
limit.
like associate
I've seen
them with them
videos,
because
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like that. You know, I don't want them to like rub off on me or whatever. But I don't. I definitely don't.
No.
What you mean? No,
Yeah, I know. Just the technical difficulties.
no
the-
technical difficulties here, bro.
That typical Apple Pen falling apart, you know.
Perfect. See.
Wow.
Let the record show.
The click's not even satisfying. Like the
Well,
switch.
it's the case. It is a case
Like
on
the
it.
switch click.
Without the case, it is satisfying.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Won't take the case off and
Say
show
so,
you, but
yeah,
you know.
I don't want you to. It's not worth
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the same page, dude.
I'll
I
just
was.
buy my own.
Yeah. I was thinking about this, about like tomorrow's video ideas. I
Yeah.
think we're debating between, so if you watch, I think either the last podcast or the podcast before, we were talking about for the main channel's video ideas, we were going to do a segment style video that was getting our haircuts, like cutting each other's hair,
Yep.
trying every frozen pizza at Walmart
In one sitting.
and in one sitting, and then like since it's raining a lot, like getting trash bag, like wearing trash bags and like sledding down a hill kind of thing.
I don't know if we talked about that on the pod, but we were planning on doing that just because of the rain. We thought about it and talked about it. Maybe we
I
did.
think we did talk about it on the pod.
If you remember, mention.
But I think we're gonna. We were talking about it and we were like, shoot, bro. I don't know about this haircuts. And so we may put a pin on that. And so we're going to use some of this time now to talk about what we want to put that third slot. Because we already filmed the Walmart thing. That's filmed. We just need 2 more segments for that segment style video.
Right, yeah. So I was a little bit nervous about getting the haircut too. I have a haircut scheduled for 2:30 tomorrow.
It's impossible. We can't do it.
Yeah, you actually might notice in the video if we don't end up getting like the 2 segments done before the haircut, you'll notice like a jump halfway through, or maybe it'll start with the haircut.
We'll also be wearing different shirts and everything.
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't even think about that. So they
we usually do. I don't think it's a big deal. Who cares?
Yeah, I guess so. But I guess it's like very noticeable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still like the mud sliding for tomorrow if it rains. I think it's going to rain. I don't know if you checked the weather, but
I think it's gonna rain.
You know,
and if it doesn't, I'm fine with it not raining. Us saying, well, it was supposed to rain, but it's not, and we just slide on hard grass on the and just see what happens.
I'm thinking even if it doesn't rain, as long as it rained like maybe 2 hours or less beforehand,
the grass will still be wet. Yeah,
exactly.
Cool.
And we can also no, I was gonna say like get a tarp and slide down, but
yeah.
I've mentioned this to you actually a couple of times before. I've tried to mention this a lot of times when we do content. But I really like the idea of the Temu Fishing Challenge, and I'll explain to you like a little bit more of how it'll go. We will go, each of us on our own, we'll go on Temu, or like, Alibaba or TikTok Shop or something. We'll go on that, and we will both like have a set amount of money that we have to spend, and it should be like something small, to go get like all of the fishing gear. So we'll get like a rod, we'll get, hooks, we'll get gear in general, and then we both go out for a set amount of time, or like a day or something, and see who can catch more with.
Wait, on Temu?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we won't be able to do that tomorrow. In a day.
Right, that's true. So
we could do a Walmart fishing challenge.
That's true. We could do a Walmart fishing challenge. I actually had that listed lower down, but it's not part of the things. That's true. We could do a Walmart fishing challenge and part of that. I had a similar idea, something that we probably could do as well, but this is like a different structure, and not all of these are like going to be the titles, by the way. These are just
I mean, we already have our title, the Walmart thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Perfect. We spent 3 hours on TikTok Shop, and this is what we found, or what we bought, what we got. This could be.
Also, can't do that in a single day, but I like
so this one's different a little bit. This is more of the part of it is the scrolling, not about like exactly what we get. So we'll scroll for 3 hours. Like I think me and you, it's probably better for the video if we're scrolling on the shop together and looking around. But we'll both find like maybe 5 items each or something, or maybe 3 items each or 4 items each. And at the end, I'll choose one of the items that you chose, and you have to buy it. And then you choose one of the items that I chose, and I have to buy it. And then the thing about that one, the difference about the Temu is that we wouldn't, like, getting the items isn't integral to the part of the story. So we'd still be able to get it done.
Cool.
Another one of ideas is, I don't think we can do this one in the rain. Maybe we can do it in like a drizzling or something. It's a pretty simple challenge. I have airsoft guns, so we can do like a accuracy challenge, and loser gets shot in the back. That one's more of a low key. We can definitely do that one, I think, and I think it'd just be like a funny small segment to fill in the video.
We could do an accuracy challenge with bow and arrows too.
Not shooting in the back, right?
Not shooting. Well, if the loser gets shot in the back, no, it'd have to be a different punishment. But the only reason I say bow and arrows is because that's easier for the audience to see.
Yeah, I understood that. I thought about how that would like actually go in the thing. It would have to be like the.
I'd probably have to put a little dot in there in the editing.
Yeah, I think. Well, when I remembered it, it's some people use like the crosshair, like when it hits. You know what I'm talking about, like the dink.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think I like the look of that, and then instead of like how they do it, where do it for a second and leave, you can hit it, like when the thing hits, you could do the crosshair and then have it stay there for a little bit until the next person shoots, and then you can leave.
We can try that. We also have to refilm the intro, just so you know.
Yeah, I realized that, because we're not cutting hair anymore.
I'm fine with.
Yep, we can just redo that. after the video. So.
Archery, accuracy challenge. Loser gets shot in the back. I don't know about that.
Shit, I'll do Nerf archery, but yeah, we don't have the pizza boxes anymore, so we'll have to.
We just won't do it with the pizza boxes. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's a little bit of a hit, but life goes on.
I considered bringing the drone today, but it's not like we'll be filming the intro
Yeah,
today
we're
anyways.
good.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Just make sure it's charged by tomorrow if you can.
Yeah, it's fully charged right now. I put it on the charger last night.
Sick.
I care about the drone more than my own laptop. My laptop's at like 10% right now, something like that. But yeah, I'll have that charged for
What
tomorrow.
else you got?
Hopefully it won't be raining. This last one, honestly, I did put it down. Originally it could be a segment, but it could end up being a full video. I have an inflatable kayak. It's like a two-person. And so we'd be able to record in it, and we'll be able to stay dry for the most part. I see a potential problem, but I'll say. So the idea is we let out a little hole in the in the thing. So
I see a couple
right.
potential
So
problems.
it's slowly deflating, and the idea is sink or catch a fish. So it's either we catch a fish first or we sink.
Well, how would we get out if we don't?
I know. I think we'd have to stop it before it sinks. Because we have electronics in the thing.
How would
right?
we? Okay.
We could do it where one person goes.
I like where that idea is going. I like where that idea is.
We could do it maybe where one person goes on the thing. Kind of like actually, if you guys look back at our fishing on a mattress, you'll see we did 2 times. The first time it was with Alexander, and the second time it was me. So we could do something like that. I do also have like an inflatable stand-up paddleboard, so that would probably be cooler for the video too. So I'm stuck on that, but that gets close to the mattress as well. But the difference is this would just be a segment, and it would be slowly deflating. So there would be like a timer on it, kind of. That's the difference between the mattress.
How long does it take to deflate?
It depends on how open you have the hole. I suppose.
Cool. So that's an interesting one. Let's stay on that for a sec. I like inflatable kayak that slowly deflates. We would just have to figure out, if you catch a fish, how do you get it to stop deflating? Can you just plug the hole?
You can, but I mean, I think catching a fish and releasing it is always only like a maybe 2 or 3 minute maneuver, and it'll probably be like an hour and a half to catch a fish, something like that. So
It'll take longer than an hour and a half to deflate?
I think that we can, yeah, I mean, take for example, if you ever had small holes in a mattress where you go to sleep on it and overnight it slowly deflates, kind of something like that.
Okay. So we can do that.
I'm not saying we poke a hole in it, but
yeah, we can do that. I think what we should do for that is,
we could use the mattress again, but we would just use that a couple of times because that already has holes, and we could just take the tape off.
Well, that thing would last for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Fair.
Okay.
We could do it in the pond for bluegill and make it a 5-minute, 10-minute thing.
I like that plan.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one the most out of everything you've said.
Okay.
But
eventually, man, I really would like to do that Temu fishing challenge. I think
we should. Yeah, I'm down to do it.
It's just 2 parts of it. One of it is
it's just not something we can do in a day.
I get that.
But I'm down to do it. I'd love to do it. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it could be its own video.
Temu fishing challenge. It could be its own video.
I think so. Yeah, because there's multiple parts of it. One of them is the scrolling and the finding. Unless you want to keep that a surprise, like actually finding the stuff.
We could do what we did with sports car video, or whatever it's called. Street racing with toy cars. Can't remember that title. But we can do what we did with that, where it's not a surprise for the audience, but it is a surprise for each other. You know what I mean?
Where
the audience sees what we're doing, but then they don't see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see your fishing setup until you buy it and we go out on the lake. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I agree with that.
Cool.
So we could.
Do you think Temu could do overnight?
It depends on the warehouse that it's stored in. So you can. I think you can filter by that, but I think it's like 2 to 3 day shipping, not overnight. I doubt it would be overnight at least.
I got you.
I mean, but I think Temu would have a lot more options for the video than Walmart would. I think Walmart would actually be a good one too, but it'd be like you get a princess fishing rod, and I get a Spider-Man fishing
It'd be
rod. Who catches one first?
That's exactly how it would
Yeah.
be. I'd probably, yeah. Okay, so we'll put a pin in fishing, but I like it. Let's do it at some point.
Okay.
Timu fishing.
Yeah.
Let's think about this inflatable kayak thing.
Yeah.
So we could do inflatable kayak on a lake.
We
It's
could do
sinking. What do we have to do? Catch a fish.
Yep.
And then when we catch a fish, maybe we could just plug the hole,
Yeah, I mean, you just close it. Right.
right? And then it wouldn't no longer sink.
Should, yeah.
So do we know how long you can stand on it before it's no longer floating?
Well, so it all depends on how fast we let the air out.
Can you get like a 30 minutes run of it?
I mean, to be fair, I haven't tested it, but I am pretty fair. I think yes.
All right. You were also confident that IKEA was 45 minutes away when it was 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and you were
So-
confident. Periodic table, man. We were wrong sometimes.
We cancel out 0, and
I gotta
that's a
think
good
of a
point.
different example, man. I'm gonna run that one to the
That's a
ground.
good point. That's a valid point. Okay, so you're probably right. Okay, so then I think we should do that one, but let's do that one.
Okay.
Um,
We could either do like an inflatable kayak on the lake, or we could do like smaller where it's up on the pond. Okay, so you'd rather do it where it's both of us on the.
No, I think we alternate. I do one, then you do one, or you do one, then I do one.
Okay.
And so, because we need somebody on land filming, I don't want to put camera equipment
I
on.
think
the
so
thing.
too. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think either way it'd only be 2 angles, so probably just phone anyways. But
Yeah, well, we'd use the camera for the filming part.
yeah, I'm saying if it was only on the water. But yeah, I think for the filming,
Yeah.
it should be on land with a camera.
I mean, we could put a GoPro on the thing for sure.
yeah, that's true.
I think we
about
should, but
that. Yeah, we should do that.
we can do.
put a GoPro on the person on it too.
I mean, I guess if you
When they
want.
set the hook, it'll be a cool angle.
Mhm, yeah, I guess if you want. I've actually found that don't really use those angles much, but we can if you want because we.
That's fair. Well, I also saw my angle in the street racing, and it's downwards, and it's just
Exactly. Yeah. You see how I used it for like a split second.
yeah.
But yeah, I like the wristband one the best because you
right.
can like actually see it and like move it around and stuff. So I think if we were to do something on our body, we'd do the wristband.
That makes sense. It's just the only thing is your chest one, like it only
It's
goes
weird.
up to
It's
45
weird.
degrees
Yeah,
downwards.
I agree with you. It's weird. It
Yeah, it's
doesn't go
like
all
it's
the way
not
up.
meant to be forwards.
It's unfortunate. But yeah, so I think we should do that, and then maybe you can go on, and then I can go on, and then we'll have mics.
Yeah.
But when we sink, you're gonna have to put the mic, and carry it above the water while you're swimming in. Do you think we're capable of doing that?
If we sink. If one of us sinks.
It's a catching a fish
I am
scenario.
capable of doing that.
You're capable of catching a fish.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
I'm not-
Dude, I can catch a fish and I can keep the microphone above the water at the same
Okay,
time.
so the goal or
Done.
the thing is to keep the microphone above the water.
Nice.
Can we do that while swimming?
I can you?
Hmm.
Well, can you swim with one hand above water?
Yeah.
Sounds like you got it. But you can't, like, without any water splashing your above water hand?
Ooh, how do we get the kayak out
What do you mean?
of the water?
I use my other hand.
Well, how would you swim?
With my legs, what do you mean? You
Well, I
never-
guess would the kayak be really?
Well, so, okay, I'll tell you for my lifeguard training, because I did go and get lifeguard certified. I said certified, I didn't say I was a lifeguard. I got lifeguard certified, and one of the challenges was to hold a brick and, like, with both hands and stay above the water for 5 minutes. Just tread. You can't go side to side, which is easier. So, I can have one microphone above, one hand on the kayak.
I honestly
And-
I don't know. I'm not confident in my ability. Well, we could do.
Give me your microphone.
What you mean?
Hand me your microphone as we're sinking.
What? We wouldn't be on the same thing.
Oh yeah, my bad. You're right.
We could tie a rope to it.
To the mic? Throw it, bro.
We're not on the same page today, bro. We're in different books.
Well, we really are. It's
Throw
crazy.
it.
Same book,
Dude,
different pages.
Yeah, dude. I'm saying to the kayak
Okay, but then what?
because we wouldn't go that far anyways. Because the
you
camera.
get to shore before you sunk.
No. You'd have a rope. So I ditch the kayak when I sink, swim with the mic in, and you'd have the rope. Pull the rope into the.
How about you just wear a life jacket? You'll be bright
Will
orange.
you wear? Well, no, because I feel like that takes away from the video.
because we're not
Like
really
I feel like we
sinking.
should be wearing like sweatpants and a hoodie. You know what I mean? It like for the risk of sinking. Because if we're just wearing
Swimming shorts.
Then
and
we're
a
just,
life
like,
jacket
going
and
swimming,
goggles.
bro.
Yeah. We just got goggles on. Oh no!
guys, I'm going under.
Like, pulls open the cabinet, puts on flippers,
This
and
is-
goes back to shore. Pulls out an oar. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I guess I can see your point. It does diminish the challenge in a way.
That's funny.
The scariness.
Funny.
Because
Because that's why mattress was so like if we were just wearing swimsuits in the mattress, we'd just go swimming. We'd just be going swimming at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Just no shoes at least. Well, I wore the waterproof shoes, luckily, like the Crocs.
I mean, we could go barefoot if you want. I'm fine with that.
Barefoot, yeah. I mean, I'll just do those waterproof shoes again. But the question is, would it be better to do inflatable kayak or inflatable like stand-up paddleboard? When I say stand-up, that doesn't mean stand-up. It just means
Yeah, I
know
think
what
the
I mean?
paddleboard would be better
yeah.
because then we might just fall off anyways.
No walls to block the camera too.
No walls to look the yeah. I think the paddleboard would be better.
My bad, my
What's going
back's
on?
itching. I'm like spazzing out over here.
Gotcha. Just making sure you're
Just don't mind me.
just
guys.
making sure we're all good here. I think we should kayak because then we can see the full fit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Freaking if you wanted to do the thrift store thing, we can go to the thrift store, get a fit to go on the thing.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
All good. But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That's just a waste of a fit.
Yeah,
at
true.
that point.
True facts. Facts. I like the idea.
Okay,
I
Pat.
think we should do it.
So then, what's the schedule then? So, well, first off, it'll be in the video. We'll do the first one is. Would you
Probably
rather
kayak,
do
or,
kayak
hmm.
or trash bags?
Probably trash bags so we can start off the video with some excitement.
I was about to say that.
And
actually,
then
yeah.
kayak, which will probably be the bulk of the video, and then backfill with the last one, Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart.
And then we'll do the intro also tomorrow as well. So tomorrow's schedule will be
Yeah.
film the intro, film. Do you want to film trash bags before or after?
Let's base it off of the rain, honestly.
Okay, because we'll already
Because
be,
the intro also has to be dependent on the rain.
True.
So we'll do that. We'll in the morning if it's raining, we'll do trash bags.
Mhm.
If it's not raining, we'll do intro. And then we'll see if we have. I don't think we're not gonna have time for inflatable.
kayak that day.
No, not that day. Just probably not before my haircut.
Okay,
I'd
so
guess.
probably won't have time that day then.
Oh, interesting. So maybe we can do.
Because that's like 2:30 to 4 probably. Before
Yeah,
you'd be
like
available
4:30,
again.
I know.
Yeah.
Like they
And then
be-
so we don't have like full, like 2 or 3 of daylight. I don't know if that's enough.
Right. And then we don't even know if it's going to be raining for trash
Yeah.
bags.
So what if we do, what's the weather tomorrow?
Facts.
We're like, we have no idea.
It's going to be sunny skies tomorrow.
This is going to be, all right, what do we got? So Thursday's a 40% chance of rain, but it's going to be sunny all the day.
Let me check my app. Because mine yesterday.
Today would be a good day to do it,
totally
low-key.
different. Today would be a good day to do it. Do what?
Trash bags.
It's not raining.
It's, bro, the app says it's going to be raining. the
Look
rest of
up, bro. Look outside. Oh my god.
We did just pass like the biggest storm known to man. Bro, yeah, okay. Well, it's not gonna rain for the rest of the day.
There's people who are really like that. Like instead of looking out, they'll be in the car and be like, "What's the weather?" And they'll look on their phone, and they're like, "Oh, it's raining," and it's literally sunny outside.
Dude, I'm okay with trash bags being like it was supposed to rain, but it's not, and so we're going on just dirt.
Ouch, bro.
I'm alright with it, bro. What's the worst that could
My
happen?
back, man. That sounds painful. Like grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not hardwood,
Rocks, Legos.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 38% chance of rain tomorrow. What's
Or
yours?
mine says 40.
That's the closest it's ever been before.
Yours is probably more accurate. Mine probably rounded up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, this is like the Doppler radar where it shows you the red and green and all that stuff.
Well, we should be good.
Yeah, should be.
If we do trash bags and intro tomorrow, and then Walmart's already done. And then we do paddleboard the next day. We'll have the video done, and we'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll be free on Friday. I'll have to make sure.
Okay.
On that. Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
But yeah, I should be free.
Sick.
I don't know. I'll have to put a pin in that for next time.
Mm-hmm.
Rain check on that one question.
Cool.
But yeah, so we're good for videos then. That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it feels good actually catching up and not having like so much pressure. Like actually being ahead on.
Well, we're not
on
ahead.
video stuff.
Because nothing's uploaded right now. I gotta get this.
We're behind on the schedule.
We're behind.
But you know what I mean? Like at least with podcasts, we're a couple.
I mean,
ahead.
podcasts are easy, bro. You just sit and film for an hour and a half and 1 hour, and then spend some time thinking of topics.
Yeah.
And then and now we're just talking freaking about the YouTube videos on the podcast.
Yeah, true.
So it's not that bad.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Did I scroll on TikTok? As I'm
Anybody
gonna
else?
stop starting. my
Anybody else
conversations
getting
like this.
deja vu, bro?
Right. I had to take
And
a
I found
screenshot
this
of
plane.
Dog, we must be doing something wrong
I'm sure we
because
are.
look at this. This video has 33 million likes, bro. 33 million
Wait,
likes.
and it's
Are
a
you
dog?
serious? Yes. Oh,
It's sponsored.
it is sponsored by Toon Blast, but that was after the video, I think. Oh, I'm blocking the mic. That was after the video.
Oh, I tried to like it. It's a screenshot.
33.
Send me that screenshot so I can put it in the podcast.
I know. 33.8 million likes.
Bro, what are we doing
And
wrong?
we're sitting here spending money on pizza and doing
What are we
nothing. We should
doing
just get a
wrong?
dog.
I have one.
Or a baby. That's good content.
I don't have one of those.
We can get one for money.
For cheap?
But it's like an investment because we'll make money on it.
Exploit the babies.
Yes, YouTube is so easy with babies.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
We could do a family channel, bro.
a family channel, like Ryan's World, but our kid, you know?
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah. What would his name be? No, I don't want to name my kid. I don't know. I don't want to name our kid yet. I don't want to make him real. So let's leave it at that. Oh, that's funny.
All right. Well.
Oh, dude, I got a not to interrupt you. I'm sorry,
Okay,
but there was
you're
a
good.
crazy update. You were here for it too. So last episode, I talked to people about my debit card getting stolen, and I related it to America and how it's like. But I talked about my debit card getting stolen, and I wasn't actually sure where it happened. But we were recording a video yesterday. Ranking the frozen pizzas in Walmart. To go check it out. In between,
Bro, okay. I think you and me both got to cool off on the plugs because we be plugging every like 2.5 minutes,
hey,
bro.
free plug.
It's true.
It's true. Where else am I gonna plug it at?
It's true. Let me know if y'all mind.
Yeah.
But keep going.
But yeah, in between. Stop today.
I'm sorry, bro.
But in between us like eating the pizzas, we'll go downstairs and we'll like put it in the air fryer and make the next one. He's Mr. Rich Guy over here, has a TV in his kitchen, so I'm obviously like screen locked, sitting up there in a trance.
Screenagers.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on. It's talking about Taco Bell. I was like, huh? So I look over, of course. I was looking on the news and it was saying that there was a Taco Bell that I had gone to that was stealing like debit card and credit card information. And 100% that's what it was. Because like I go to Taco Bell's half my purchases, you know what I mean? They're half my purchases, so
you gave them their card, they swiped it on the swiper instead of using the chip?
it must have been, yeah.
And then how does that steal information?
Well, so I am not a tech whiz enough to explain why, like technologically wise, but I do know that compared to tapping in chips, it is the most unsafe. And most countries compared to America just don't use them anymore. Like they only have the chip and the tap. So
Bro, America, what are we doing?
yeah, right.
Playing games, bro.
Seriously.
Playing games. That's crazy. That was so funny though, because I remember we saw it, we both looked up, was like, wait a second, we just talked about this.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Just as we talked about on the podcast the morning before.
Dude, I had
It's crazy.
an idea for the videos that I wanted to run by you.
Yeah.
I think this is a cool idea.
Yeah, let me hear.
I think this is a cool idea. What if every time we filmed a video, or every time we uploaded a video, we hid like a number in the video, and then there's like 10 numbers throughout 10 videos, and if everybody gets every number, they can like get a prize. They have to like
that.
DM us the number. You know what I'm
DM
saying?
us or send us screenshots of all 10. Is what you mean?
Ooh, yeah. Screenshots of all 10.
Yeah.
The first person to do that, they get like a prize.
Yeah.
We would need an audience for that though.
Okay, what kind of prize you thinking?
Something that doesn't cost us money.
Well, how are we gonna provide value to them, you think?
That's the tough part, providing value.
Yeah. I'll sign your Steam profile or something.
Go to Applebee's on us, metaphorically.
Hey, whoa. You think I got Applebee's money for other people? But I barely got Applebee's money for myself.
Yeah.
I'm treating myself tonight. I asked him before the podcast to hit some Applebee's
Let's
tonight.
go,
Let's
bro.
do it. That's a treat for myself.
I know, bro. I'm about to get some steak from Applebee's, bro.
I don't get me wrong, I love tacos, but Taco Bell's cheap, and that's a major reason why.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it on the app, like they're very generous with their rewards, and I really like that.
Yeah, sponsor us.
Yeah, compared to like Starbucks, where you have to spend $300 to get a $6 drink for free.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy to me.
That's so
What?
true.
Got my man tweaking how bad Starbucks
That's
is.
so true, bro. Oh my goodness, it's so true.
It really is. It's,
They-
it's horrible.
They spend like $300 on a cup to get
People
like
still
5
go
cents
there.
off.
I maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just farther away from the community, but I like to think the general hype for Starbucks is a little bit more tame now.
You think?
I think so.
I don't know, bro. We're not girls, bro.
Or at
Could be
least
wrong.
it's starting to get like the how do I explain it? Like there, you know how some companies eventually get to a point where only the diehard fans go, and it's kind of like as it goes on, it's the higher and higher fans that go, and the other people just never go. Like they're going farther along
You
that
think?
line. Yeah.
Dude, Starbucks is insane. You know what, like LTV to CAC ratios,
Yeah, of course.
lifetime gross profit to
Well,
cost to acquire customer.
Okay. I did not know it then.
Oh, what did you think it was?
Okay, never mind. I did not.
Okay, well, so basically those are ratios that's pretty fundamental to like business, and so it's like the lifetime value of a customer. So like the lifetime value your customer has versus the cost to acquire that customer. So it's basically like total ad spend divided by the amount of customers you have. It's a whole thing. Look up and down. So there's a YouTube video. It's a really good YouTube video. And so a typical good LTV to CAC is 3 to 1.
Okay.
3, which basically means that every dollar you put into the system, you get 3 out.
Okay.
Okay? Guess what Starbucks' LTV to CAC is?
Like 1 to 6 or something.
1 to 14,300 and something. I'm dead serious, bro.
That's
Do you know that on a
crazy.
lifetime of Starbucks somethings, it's 14,000, bro?
So yeah, as long as they keep it under 15,000. 13
Per dollar they
what
put
was
into
number
the
again?
system.
Yeah. What was the number?
14,000 something.
Yeah. So as long as they keep it like 13,999 or less on the free reward, then they should be making money. As long as they give us a drink once every 139,999 or fewer,
Wait, what?
they'll. Oh yeah, I guess I got that backwards, don't I? No, they
Like the lifetime value of their
Yeah.
customers is like 14,000 per
Yeah.
like I think it's per one. I think it's per dollar. So every dollar they put into the system, they get like 14,000 out.
per customer. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Of
Can you
course.
believe that?
I couldn't believe that the number is that high. That's insane to
Yeah.
me.
But bro,
That's some crazy profit margins.
I know. Speaking of brand loyalty, bro,
Yeah.
Chipotle.
Oh my god.
Oh
You
my-
haven't mentioned it in a couple podcasts, so I'll be
Mhm, I'm
honest.
proud of myself,
Apple,
bro.
you still be
Every
talking
single
about.
one, bro.
Yeah.
If y'all go through every single one of our podcasts, I know I just talked about plugging, but I'm plugging. But I talk about Apple on every single one. Okay, and so Chipotle, dude. Something about Chipotle that I love more than anything else ever is this one thing. You ready for it?
Yeah.
And I think you would agree.
What is it?
Their forks, bro. They have some phenomenal forks.
They're very sturdy.
If y'all ever go to Chipotle, try out their forks.
They're hella ergonomic in my experience.
Yeah, like you get nice chicken, lettuce, the rice in the fork, and then, bro, let's go to Chipotle.
No, we're going to Applebee's.
I'm just kidding. I'm
I want to
down
get
for
a steak. I just want mashed potatoes. The steak
Really?
sounds good too.
Yeah,
I'll probably switch the broccoli out for like.
That surprises me.
ketchup. What?
I
That I,
didn't
don't
think
like
you'd
broccoli.
No, that's in character.
Yeah.
That's in character. What, I didn't think you'd be a steak guy.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, totally.
Have we never talked about steak?
I
before?
love steak. That's amazing.
What's the go-to cooking?
Oh, medium rare. 100%. 100%. What about you?
Well,
Medium.
Well.
Huh? Well.
medium well.
That's horrible.
What
What's
you
wrong
mean,
with
bro?
you? That's okay. Is that your dad's favorite as well?
My dad likes well.
Okay, so it's like close to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so I'll
so-
give that to you.
Well is like the
not your
next
fault.
level up, you know?
You were raised like that.
Yeah,
clearly.
I guess. Well, no, I'll tell you why. It's because I have PTSD, bro. Post-traumatic stress disorder from this, okay?
Yeah.
And so I was at like the first time I ever went out like ever in my life that I can remember was like a long time ago. And so I went out and my parents, ordered for me because I was very
Right,
young,
of course.
And then they got like this steak. And my mom gets rare, my dad gets well. Well, I think my mom gets medium rare, my dad gets well. And so
W mom.
yeah,
W
and so
mom.
I got like mac and cheese or something, right? Like I'm eating away.
mac and cheese, medium rare, please. Only the best.
And so I asked my parents to try their steaks 'cause I don't think I ever had steak before in my life. And so I tried my dad or my mom's steak. And bro,
Good.
the way that I spent 25 minutes trying to chew this steak to completion, bro, I couldn't finish it for the life of me. I was getting scared that it was going to be the rest of my life just chewing this steak.
But listen, you have adult teeth now. You can chew things now, man. You're strong. You're a man. You're a
need to-
full-grown man.
You have to
Use
validate.
those molars and chew that steak.
No. And then I had my dad's steak.
Get your jaw sharper too.
Yeah, well, who knows? And then I had my dad's steak. And bro, that went down so easy.
Really?
Mhm.
Did
I
he
just-
pre-chew it for you and spit it like a baby bird?
Bro. No, bro. I hope not.
Interesting.
And so from that day forward, I only really ordered medium rare.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nice would you say the restaurant was?
I
Was it a
think-
steakhouse?
Yeah, it was. It was you'd know the place. It was pretty nice.
Okay, my bad.
Mhm.
My bad.
Yeah, it was a W place.
W place.
place.
Nice.
But I don't know. I can get medium rare. How about this? I'll get medium rare when we go out, and I'll report back on the next podcast.
Really?
Let you guys know. Mhm.
Okay, I think next time we go out, I'll get medium rare too, and then I'll enjoy it, and then I'll talk about it on the podcast too, how good the steak
Okay.
was.
All right. Sounds
That's
good.
what I'm thinking. That's a deal. But Applebee's tonight and mashed potatoes. Now I'm not a big fan of broccoli though.
No.
No, I know you say you like it, but it's not one of
I'll
my.
dip it in ketchup.
You dip broccoli in ketchup?
I
That's not the
dip
worst I've
everything
heard.
on ketchup.
My cousin does like eggs and ketchup.
I mean, that's apparently normal, but I
mac and
will
cheese
say
and
that's
ketchup.
weird.
Yeah.
I do mac and cheese and ketchup.
they
Bro,
do eggs and syrup.
my
like
dinner
mac and
last
syrup.
night was really weird.
What? 7 pizzas?
Oh, no. I had dinner after that actually.
Average
'Cause we only
night.
ate like one piece, and then I had nachos.
It adds up to a whole pizza. I mean, if we have one piece of 7, that's like almost a whole pizza.
I guess I had a whole pizza, and then I had nachos with mac and cheese on it, and then I put ketchup on the mac and cheese.
That sounds so good.
It does sound
You know,
good.
was
It
that
tasted
at a
good,
restaurant
too.
or did you make that?
I made it.
So what was at the bottom?
Actually, mac and cheese was at the bottom.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese was the base, and then I
nachos.
so what I did is I had a little like thick chips thing. It wasn't nachos, just chips, but with the mac and cheese, chips,
Okay.
nachos.
Yeah,
And so
okay.
you see where I got point A to point B. And so I just did like squished it like this in the bag, opened the bag, and poured it out.
That's
onto the-
awesome. If you added like some beef at the top, that would have been.
I should have added some protein,
heavenly.
bro.
Heavenly.
Mhm.
I think chicken would have worked too. Like chicken on nachos. Like chicken and beef are the best for nachos.
For sure.
Nachos are so good.
I know, bro. W nachos.
So good.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's always what I get when I go like to sports games. I don't know if you go to sports games often. I don't really go often either, to be fair. but-
Nachos. I don't really get food when I go to sports games. I'll be honest.
Really?
No. I guess I get a drink, but
Or if I look and I see the pretzel is salty enough, I'll get it.
Mhm.
Or
But-
like a cinnamon pretzel. Oh.
But bro, I actually want you to put your predictions in now, and then you can report back on the next podcast.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a reputation. I don't know if you know this, that every time I go out to a restaurant, I spill my drink. And so put in your predictions now. Likelihood that I spill my drink out of 100%.
You getting a Diet Coke? Are you getting a Diet Coke?
I can neither confirm nor
Yeah.
deny this information.
All right. So so for me, the question isn't whether you're gonna spill it. The question is which number of Diet Coke are you gonna spill
Ooh.
it at? Because the likelihood goes up the more Cokes you have, and the shakier your whole body gets. And last time it was either 3 or 4.
I was on
2 or 3. That
I
she
was on
spilled.
2. I think I spilled 3. She gave me 4, and I didn't drink the 4th because I was
Until we
like,
got food, right?
I should probably call it.
Oh, you didn't drink it at all?
No, I didn't drink it at all.
Okay.
I usually clock out after 3.
Yeah. So you spilled the 3rd then?
I think so. I don't think I drank any more after that.
I think that if you get a 4th, you're gonna spill it, and if you don't get a 4th, you might get scot-free this time. And that's my prediction for
You
tonight.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a poly bet on it. Yeah.
I know, bro. I really spilled drinks like an ungodly amount. Like it wasn't like I spill them often.
You smile. I see him smiling ear to ear as he says this. He's just like, yeah, you know.
It's a
I
part of-
knock my drinks over sometimes.
I just think it's funny. No, I don't think
It is funny.
I don't think the waiters find it funny.
Well, you do like 2 napkins.
Well, that's all they had, bro.
Yeah,
I'd do more
I
if they had
understand
more.
that, yeah.
And then it's like this awkward of like, cause they're cleaning it up, and I'm like, do I help or do I, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I help, and they're like, no, don't help. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just kind of sitting there.
Yeah. And then you're stuck with a pile of 30 napkins on your
Yeah,
table
and I'm
for
just
the
sitting there
rest
with
of
my
the
napkins.
night. You and your napkins.
I'm sucking on my napkins. Like,
Your girl left 20 minutes ago. It's just you and your napkins.
She's gone. It's just me and my napkins.
Yeah.
Had dinner hasn't even come yet.
It could be it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we got to do that thumbnail before we leave here for Applebee's tonight.
For Applebee's?
Yeah, I thought we were going to Applebee's, right?
Oh, the way you were, I was like, thumbnail for Applebee's?
Oh.
No, thumbnail for Walmart, right? No, the other one.
No, the thumbnail for the Rooms to Go, which you guys can
Which is
go watch
already
right now.
out.
Plug,
Go ahead
plug,
and watch
plug.
it.
Free plug.
We're plugging, bro. It's cool that
We be plugging, man.
Yeah, we just be plugging,
We
bro.
just be plugging.
We just be plugging. It's cool that we actually have stuff to plug, I'll be honest. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it's like
that's
I've
pretty
never
cool.
had stuff to plug before.
Yeah,
I've never been
I know,
an
this is
ambassador
cool.
for anything before.
Like, go check out my stuff. I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I wanted to mention. So on Photoshop, I pretty much transferred pretty much everything 100% over.
Cool.
From I used to use Canva and I switched over to Photoshop.
Since you do thumbnails, yeah.
Yeah, I do thumbnails. And so pretty much I'm making everything 100% on Photoshop now. Everything, both on the podcast and the main channel. But the podcast, if you check the podcast thumbnails, there's like text at the bottom and it says the number, which one it's at.
Yeah.
It says like AO who this podcast episode something of whatever it is. All right, so I still use Canva because it has like the text that exact font, and that's the only thing I still use Canva for. So I'll like go over to Canva, screenshot that, and then like crop it into the other one, that kind of stuff.
You
I
could
might have to
switch-
change the font.
Yeah.
You knew what I was gonna say. I might have to change the font. I don't even know why I'm like apologizing for this.
Oh,
but
it's okay,
just
I
wanna let
forgive you.
know.
You
Just
can
so
change-
nobody's devastated. Like, oh, that was the font.
That
I
was
love
my
that
font, bro. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
small that I can't even really see
Dude, I'm gonna
it.
change the font, and none of them are gonna get above 10 views anymore.
It'll be it. That'll
Yeah,
be it.
shadow banned.
Shadow band, they changed the
Or
font.
what if nobody's interested in the new
well.
font?
My iPad just died. I had a really good topic.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm on like 5%.
But that's not...
Oh, I'm on 13% actually.
we suck,
My-
bro. All right, well,
my
thanks
bad.
for watching the AO Who Dis pod. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's actually nearing an hour here soon.
But, bro, I do remember my topic, bro. This is funny.
Yeah, I'm here.
So, I was in Walmart, like, alone. I can't even remember what I was looking
Dangerous
for.
game right there.
Yeah, I know, bro. I can't remember what I was looking for. And then some lady yelled out the name, like, Susan or something. I can't even remember the name she yelled out. And, bro, the way you know what I did? This is might be the most embarrassing moment of my life.
What?
I don't know why. I just had it just came over me. I just like looked over and I was like, "Yeah."
No.
I said it to her face.
No
bro, and she was like
way.
10 feet away. I don't know why I did it.
No way.
I don't know why I did it. I said, yeah. It wasn't even remote. It didn't even have an A in the in the word in the word.
Sorry,
I
I
don't think.
thought you said Alexander.
'Cause it's
What'd
like-
you do?
I just said, "Oh, sorry. I thought you were somebody else." And I was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That got to me on like a subconscious level, like my confidence took a substantial hit after that moment.
Bro, you should have given her a face and been like, how'd you know my name's Susan? Just messed with her mind.
That's funny,
Take
bro.
my name out your mouth. Yeah. That is so funny. Oh my god. What? Did you see Susan after? Like, did she give you a weird look?
No.
Got the hell
I went
out
to
of
the other
there.
Walmart, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. No,
I
I'm
mean,
just
you
kidding.
said
I
you didn't even know what you were looking for.
No,
so
I
it
know.
sounds
Like,
you
now,
just be
I did
wandering.
then. I did then.
Okay.
I didn't. Now I think I can't remember what I was looking for. Something. Oh, nope. Lost it.
You lost it. I get that.
Can't
I mean, I
remember.
always go into the store like with a exact mission of exactly.
Well, me
what I
too.
wanna
Me
get.
too. I knew what I needed to get. I just don't know now.
Yeah, I used to like to work Instacart too, so I feel like that's kind of goes in with like
Mm-hmm.
the just go in and you already know where everything is, and just go in everything as fast as possible. Like, because Instacart will time you, and it tells you a goal time that you have to go in and shop and get everything and check out by.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trained to get in as fast as possible. So
Yeah. Good training.
yeah, I'd
Mm-hmm.
be running and then like rolling the cart and running and grabbing something and coming back hitting it, and then there's people that just block the whole lane.
Oh yeah, and then there's a line out the door.
I'm literally losing money by the second.
Yeah. Which.
You don't understand.
Wh-
I promise you.
What did you? What did you do if there was like a big line at like an exit or something for like a door? Hold on, let me try that again, bro. Let me try that one more time. What did you do if there was a big line at like a cashier place? You just had to sit through it, or do you have like an Instacart Express lane or something?
I mean, you sit there. So luckily, you won't get like fired if you go past that time. It's just a strongly suggested time. Like they'll warn you a couple times, you know. But you could also message the customer like, "Hey, the line is just horribly long. I'm going to try to get it to you as fast as possible." And they'll respond like, "Yeah, you're fine. You know, it's okay. That's life."
Do you look a bad customer experience from Instacart?
Honestly, not that comes to the top of my mind. Nothing that was really that bad. The people on Instacart are pretty nice. They tip good. It's mostly just people who really just don't have the time to go shop, or people who are like physically unable to shop, and those people tended to be really nice. For the most part, yeah.
I have an interesting cashier story when I used to be a cashier.
Really, what you got?
So I was a cashier, and
I'm
you
sure
know,
you got tons of horrible
as I
people.
do. Yeah. Well, honestly, not really. There was one lady who I remember till this day who said I bagged well, and bro, oh my goodness gracious, one of my life. Anyways, so I was cashiering, as I do. You know, I gotta stop playing with this. And then there was this dude, and I knew it was gonna be bad because he was I could hear him like in the line, you know, going away, and I was like. Well, I wasn't like anything. And then he came over and I saw he had like a Make America Great Again hat on, and I was like, here we freaking go. And so he had like 3 things, and I'm like, go to self-checkout, and he's like, no, well, I didn't say that. But in my head I did. And so he put them on, and then he went on the biggest rant about Trump ever, and then he started like yelling.
Did you say anything political to start it?
Oh,
or?
no, bro, I didn't say anything.
How's your day been?
I did, yeah.
Wow, the
literally.
prices of everything's going up. I look at the prices.
Well, no, this was many years ago, but
okay.
But he just kept talking, and he started yelling like at me, but like not about me. You know what I mean?
Get it. In your direction.
Yeah, in my direction, and then he had to be like heavily implied removed. Like all the managers came over. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And they just started
Politely
like
removed.
trying to diffuse. Like they were just talking to him. And then he just got his stuff and he head out. And I could still, I think I saw him talk to like a random lady in like the parking lot. And I
Poor
was like-
lady, she got the same rant you did.
Yeah. He's like, I was telling this cashier.
He started over back at gear 1 and he's going through again.
Like I was telling the cashier.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's a good place to call it.
Yeah, I think so too. It's been, I think, about an hour now, so my computer's about to die, so there goes my topics too.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We don't have any topics.
Yeah,
We
go
used to
ahead.
do this without any topics at all.
Yeah, we did it raw. Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching the Air Hooters podcast, episode 24. Let us know what you want to see next. Unless it's a wedgie, Lena Lauren. We see you,
Oh.
but we won't listen to you. What's up?
Stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Bye. Let's go.
All right, that's a good W pod.
W-Pod, not the worst. I liked it. I wouldn't even call it bad.
Me neither.
Just a little, maybe lower energy, I'd say.
You think? Really?
Not lower energy. I think we were both a little tired. Like you seem tired a little bit.
I'm tired
I
today.
seem tired.
I'm tired
too.
today.
I'll tell you, I'm definitely.
You
tired.
seemed high energy today.
I feel tired.
Really? I was actually noticing that you were high energy today.
Really? Actually, and in some way, I noticed you were a little bit tireder, so I picked up like, okay, I'll talk more. I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
And I also I know your iPad died, and I had topics. And
I appreciate that. I'm definitely tired today, but yeah, I appreciate that.